there's something we don't talk about enough. Something that quietly destroys our confidence, slowly erodes our self-worth, and teaches us to stay small in rooms we've outgrown. It's the way we allow people we love, people we trust, people we once admired, to disrespect us and still stay in our lives. Let me say something to you with a full heart. The moment someone disrespects you and you excuse it, you set the tone for how they will treat you for the rest of your relationship. I don't care if it's your boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend, cousin, sibling, co-worker, or your own parent. If someone chooses to make you feel small, less than, unwanted, unloved, unworthy, and you choose to swallow that pain in silence, just to keep the peace, you're not keeping the peace, you're breaking your own heart. Let's get real. Maybe you've had someone say to you, "I don't want to be like you, not even 5%. And you froze. You didn't know how to respond. Your chest tightened, your voice disappeared, and all you could do was smile awkwardly and pretend it didn't matter. But it did. It mattered deeply. And I'm here to tell you, you are not crazy for feeling hurt. You are not too sensitive. You are human. And you were just disrespected. I want you to think about all the times in your life someone made a comment that cut deeper than it needed to. Maybe your boyfriend said, "You'd be prettier if you just lost a little weight." Maybe your aunt always compares you to your cousins, saying, "Look at them." Now that's success. Maybe your friend constantly interrupts you, laughs at your dreams, or only shows up when it benefits them. Maybe your parent never acknowledges your efforts and instead says, "You think you're special? You haven't done anything real yet." These might seem small to some, but to someone like you, someone who loves deeply, gives freely, and seeks genuine connection, those moments bruise you in places no one can see. And yet, you stay. You stay because you think maybe they didn't mean it. Maybe they're just having a bad day. Maybe if you love them harder, they'll change. But here's the truth. You are not responsible for teaching grown people how to love you. If someone loves you, truly loves you, they will never consistently make you feel like you are not enough. They will not say things meant to belittle you. They will not use sarcasm as a weapon. They will not give you silent treatments as punishment. They will love you in a way that feels safe. Now I know, walking away isn't easy. Letting go of people, especially those we care about deeply, feels like tearing out a piece of yourself. It's not just painful, it's terrifying. You wonder, what if I never find someone better? What if I'm the problem? What if they change right after I leave? But I need you to understand something right now. Your fear of being alone should never be louder than your pain from staying disrespected. And I say that as someone who has felt the ache of detaching from people I once thought I'd never live without. There was a time I stayed in a relationship where I was constantly made to feel like a burden. Every time I expressed hurt, I was told I was overreacting. When I shared my dreams, they were met with rolled eyes. When I asked for emotional connection, I was called too needy. And still, I stayed, thinking maybe if I became easier, softer, less emotional, more agreeable, maybe then I'd be worthy. But no matter how much I shrank myself, the disrespect remained. Until one day I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize myself. I had lost my spark, my voice, my joy, and I realized it's not my job to become less so someone else can feel more. So I left. And it broke me, not because I missed them, but because I had to grieve the version of me that tolerated mistreatment. I had to rebuild my self-worth from the ground up. But here's the beautiful part. The moment you walk away from what disrespects, you begin to walk toward what heals you. And yes, people will call you selfish for walking away. Family will say, "But they're your blood." Friends will say, "But you've known them for years." Your partner might say, "You're just going to throw everything away over one mistake?" But they won't talk about the pattern. They won't talk about how many one mistakes you forgave. They won't talk about the nights you cried alone, the anxiety you hid, the dignity you gave away piece by piece. So no, you're not throwing anything away. You're choosing to stop throwing yourself away. Here's how you move on. You stop justifying the disrespect. You stop rewriting the story to make it less painful. You stop over-explaining yourself to people who already decided to misunderstand you. You start putting your peace first. You start learning what it feels like to breathe freely. You start rebuilding your self-respect. That means setting boundaries, even when your voice shakes. That means blocking people who cross your line, even when your heart still cares. That means choosing silence, even when your ego wants to scream. That means looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I may be alone right now, but I am finally free. And slowly, you stop missing the people who never saw you. You stop needing closure from those who never gave you honesty. You stop replaying the disrespect in your head. You forgive yourself for staying so long. And you walk forward, not bitter, not broken, but wiser, stronger, more you. Let me remind you again. Disrespect is not love. Criticism is not care. Silence is not peace. Love looks like someone remembering what matters to you. Love looks like someone apologizing without you having to beg for it. Love looks like someone speaking to you with kindness, especially when they're upset. Love looks like consistency, safety, presence, warmth. And if you've never experienced that kind of love, I want you to know it exists. But you have to clear the space for it. You have to let go of the people who only love you in pieces. You deserve a life where your presence is celebrated, not tolerated. You deserve conversations that don't leave you second-guessing your worth. You deserve relationships that bring calm, not chaos. You deserve to feel loved, not just in words, but in action. And that begins the moment you stop letting people disrespect you. So please, don't stay silent anymore. Don't keep trying to prove you're worthy to someone who refuses to see it. Don't bend, shrink, or break just to keep a seat at someone else's table. Build your own. Sit alone if you must, but never, ever let someone sit next to you if they keep stabbing you with their words, their neglect, or their cruelty. And if you're in that place right now, still healing, still letting go, still learning how to be okay without them, I want you to know you are doing the right thing. It hurts. It's confusing. Some days you'll miss them, but keep going. The more you choose yourself, the clearer life becomes. The quieter it gets, the more peace you feel. And one day, you'll look back at the version of you who tolerated disrespect and say, thank you for surviving. I'll take it from here. Because you were never too much. You were just in the wrong room. You were never hard to love. You were just asking the wrong people. You were never weak. You were just learning how to rise. And now, you rise. Fully. Boldly. Silently, if you must. But completely. Let them say what they want. Let karma do her work. You don't need revenge. You just need peace. And that is what you're walking toward.